All right. Hey, this is Claire Jewell, and I'm in the home of Andy and Laura Grenier. And Andy and Laura are pastor and pastor wife at First Baptist Church in Moses Lake, Washington, which is kind of sort of in the center of the state of Washington. So I was just here for the last couple of days talking with the leadership team and speaking at the church, and so they've agreed to share a little bit about why they had me come. They're maybe wondering right now. But Andy and or Laura, either one, what were you hoping might happen? What were some of the reasons you had me come up?
One of the things that we're always doing is evaluating our effectiveness for the Lord. It's not evaluating the programs or how they do or how many kids come or how much offering we get, but what are we really doing for the Lord? In previous conversations with Claire before he came, it was evident to me that the areas where he teaches his classes and the areas where he teaches other churches was exactly what our people needed to hear from another voice, not just me, to challenge us to do the very thing we already want to do, and that is to disciple, to love other people, not just bring them to Christ, but to make them Christ followers who in turn will teach somebody also. And the way he had it all laid out was better than I could say it. So we had them come, and it accomplished exactly what we were looking for and even more. The Lord has been good.
Yeah, and I paid him to say that, by the way. So Andy or Laura, any thoughts on what was covered? You know, I know you were gone yesterday, but what you heard today, anything you thought was particularly helpful or?
It was very helpful to hear the results of the survey that the congregation had taken in regards to their, spiritual walk, how they felt about each other's involvement in their own lives, and so that was very helpful. There were some surprises. There were some that weren't very surprising, and I appreciated Claire's candor of telling it like it is, because we all needed to hear it. So.
Okay. Well, let me give you maybe the last question I'll ask is kind of what you're hoping might come out of this. And while you're thinking about that a second, I'll just add to it. We had a great time. Want to thank you guys for having us come, and just to the folks there at Wallen to let you know this is a lot of what we do. We get to meet great people like Andy and Laura, and we've known them for a while now, for a few years. This is my second or third time back up here. So it's kind of neat to be able to have those ongoing relationships. But we don't want it to just be a hit and miss. Hey, we were here. We maybe said one or two things that were helpful and moved on. So what are you hoping comes out of this?
Well, Claire is doing, he is teaching us so that we can teach ourselves to in turn teach others and train others. So the very thing that we are commanded by God to do, Claire has come to do it. And we want it to energize the people and show them that it can be done. Often we get discouraged and I don't know anybody that's a non-believer. I can't witness very well. I can't do it. What we've seen in today at church was that it can be done. And take it in small chunks, allow the Lord to lead and guide and give you the burden, and it can be done. And that's what my people needed to see, was that not only should we, it can be done. So that was encouraging.
Oh, good. Anything you would add to that, like what you hope happens as a result down the road?
Well, I think you said it pretty well. Can't think of anything to add necessarily, except it was good to have your wife here with you.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
That
it
was a
was.
blessing.
See that? And here she is.
Yeah, there's
So everybody say hello to Donna. And she's petting the family dog.
That's right.
Lady.
So, lady. All right. Well, say goodbye. And
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
yep.
you.
Thanks for being willing to share.